We call to order this council meeting Monday, March 8th. To order, invocation given by Mr. Kinmer and pledge allegiance by Mr. Dahl.
Almighty God, we give you thanks and praise for your great goodness towards us. We ask you to be with the mayor and council as they go about the public business this evening. Lead, guide, and direct them in all that they do. We give special thanks, Lord, for the employees of this city, especially those who have dedicated many years in the service of the people of this community. Be with them and their families. These things we ask in Jesus Christ's name. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Ms. Phillips, we do a roll call.
Mr. Dahl?
Here.
Ms. Tolliver?
Here.
Mr. Ashburn?
Here.
Mr. Stewart?
Here.
Mr. Bailey?
Here. Adopt our agenda. Do I have a motion to adopt our agenda?
I'm making a motion.
Do you have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, we'll vote. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? We'll approve our previous minutes. Do I have a motion to approve the previous minutes?
I'm making a motion.
Do I have a second?
I second.
Any discussion on the minutes? Hearing none, we'll vote. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Passes. Before we get started, I'm going to recognize some of our employees for their years of service. If the council will step down.
I've always maintained that one of the largest and one of the best assets this city's got is its employees. And to that point, we're really honored tonight to recognize some significant milestones in city employment. From the street department, Jeremiah Allison, would you come forward, please? Mr. Ellison, in appreciation for your 20 years of dedication. Well, let's better get a picture. Congratulations. Thank you for your service.
Congratulations.
From the Finance Department, Mr. Shane McLemore. Shane, in appreciation for your 15 years of dedicated service to the Finance Department for the City of Scottsboro. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you.
Scottsboro Fire Department, John Stover. John, in appreciation for your 15 years of dedicated service to the Scottsboro Fire Department and the City of Scottsboro. Thank you. Randy Fowler. Randy, in appreciation for your 25 years of dedicated service to the Scottsboro Fire Department and the city of Scottsboro. Thank you. Thank you, Randy. From the Scottsboro Police Department, Angela King. Angela, in appreciation for your 25 years of dedicated service to the Scottsboro Police Department and the city of Scottsboro. Thank you for your service. Zachy Gant. Zachy, in appreciation for your 20 years of dedicated service to the Scottsboro Police Department and the city of Scottsboro. Thank you so much. Thank you. Eric Doran. Eric, in appreciation for your 20 years of dedicated service to the Scottsboro Police Department and the city of Scottsboro. Thank you for your service.
Congratulations.
Scott Hamilton. Scott, in appreciation for your 15 years of dedicated service to the Scottsboro Police Department and the city of Scottsboro. Thank you for your service. Thank each one of you very much.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Having no old business tonight, we'll move straight into new business. First thing on the agenda is to consider ordinance 616, amending the master council procedure ordinance to change the time of the meetings. Do I have a motion on the floor for this?
Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion that commencing the first meeting of April, that we start the times of the meetings at 5 p.m.
I have a motion of moving the meeting to 5 p.m. starting in April. Do I have a second?
I second that.
I have a second. Any discussion on that? Hearing no discussion, we'll vote. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Ordinance passes. Number two, consider resolution 2021-0304, award the bid for financing of the sanitation trucks. And this is to be financing through BB&T, who was the low bidder, lowest qualified bidder. Do I have a motion on the floor for this?
I'll make a motion.
Motion, do I have a second?
I second.
Any discussion on this? Hearing none, we'll vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Resolution passes. Number three, considering the purchase for the leachate truck for the solid waste department. And this will be coming out of his budget. And this is a 2012 Freightliner Coronado. Cost is $65,000. The $65,000 becoming $25,000 that was already appropriated for the rebuild of the rear loader. That was in May of 2020. There's a $33,466.67 insurance settlement from the compactor fire. $3,282.64 from SWDA replacement fund, and $3,250.69 from the sanitation escrow account. Now, do I have a motion for this?
I'll make that motion.
Do I have a second?
I second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, we'll vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Consider the budget amendment to repair the knuckle booms. This is the two knuckle booms that tore up that Mr. Moore is gonna build into one. And we have an estimate from Dean's Garage here to repair the engine. This is they were the low bidder of $10,820. Do I have a motion to amend the budget to repair this knuckle boom?
I'll make that motion.
Do I have a second?
I second.
Any discussion on it? Hearing none, we'll vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Number 5, consider the budget amendment for the knuckle boom rental. You know, this is twofold because it goes along with number 6 about the lease, because the price would be different if you decided to rent one. If you were going to do the lease, the rental price would be $7,650 a month. If you're not going to do the lease, the rental price will be $8,500 a month. So do I have a motion for the amendment for the knuckle boom rental?
I'll make a motion.
I have a motion. Do I have a second?
I second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion on it? The only discussion I'd say is go back to what I just said, you know, depending on what you do in the next, number 6, will be the price on this. So, we'll vote on it. All in favor, on this, Ms. Phillips, we do a roll call vote on this.
Is this a budget amendment?
This is a budget amendment.
Sales tax.
It come out of sales tax if we were to do it. Sales tax. Anybody else? Discussion on that? All right, Ms. Phillips.
Mr. Dahl?
Yes.
Ms. Tolliver?
Yes.
Mr. Ashburn?
Yes.
Mr. Bailey?
No.
Mr. Stewart?
Yes.
Motion passes. Number 6, consider the lease of knuckle boom. You'll see in your packet you have a 2-year or a 4-year lease agreement. So on your motion, please specify which one of those you would like to make a motion about. So do I have a motion to consider the lease of knuckle boom?
I make a motion we consider it.
In 2 or 4 years?
Four.
A 4-year lease. Okay, got a motion for a 4-year lease on knuckle boom. Do I have a second?
I second.
Any discussion on that? Only discussion I'd have saying if this passes, then the rental price, of course, would be the $76.50 on this. So a motion and a second. Any other discussion? If not, we'll vote. All in favor of doing the lease on, well, Ms. Phillips, will you do a roll call vote on the lease?
Mr. Dahl?
Yes.
Ms. Tolliver?
Yes.
Mr. Ashburn?
Yes.
Mr. Bailey?
Yes.
Mr. Stewart?
Yes.
Motion carries. Number 7, consider the approval of total construction pay application number 5 and the change order for the Heritage Center project that we we went over last work session. Do I have a motion for this?
I make that motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? And this money will be out of their bond. deal. Saying that. Any other discussion on it? If not, we'll vote. All in favor, say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Consider the approval to pay the Kelly Group invoices. This is the $9,823.48. Do I have a motion to pay these out of excess sales tax?
I make the motion.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Any discussion on this? Hearing none, we'll vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Consider the request for a compliance audit. Do I have a motion for this?
Can I make a motion that we table this and give Ms. Tolliver a chance to contact what was the outfit in the contract?
Borrow and benefit, or borrow and benefit,
And where she can ask them some questions so that we can better target this.
Okay. I have a motion on the floor. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second. Any other discussion on this? Hearing none, we'll vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. We'll move into delegations. Mr. Larry Stoltz.
Yeah, good evening. My name is Larry Stoltz, and I'm trying to talk to this mask here. I live at 101 Driftwood Shores. My wife and I moved there approximately 6 years ago from Huntsville. And the reason I came down tonight, it was I wanted to make the council aware of a capital expenditure planning and portfolio management application, software application that my company builds, and we license to primarily DOD right now. But I think it could be a big benefit for the city, and just as a good corporate member of the community, I wanted to offer it up for use, for consideration. And if your finance department and people think it could help them, I would just offer it up for their use, and there'd be probably some small hosting fees associated with that. It runs as a cloud application, like an AWS, or the city can host it, or how you choose to do that. But I just want to make you aware of it. I think it could be a big benefit for the community. It does multi-year planning of expenditures, sort of puts you in a positive forward-leaning position when you engage the members of your departments to come forth with resource requirements, and then you get multiple sets of eyes looking at it. You've got workflow, you've got approval processes all built in that you can configure yourselves, and we assist you in doing that. So that was my purpose for coming here tonight, just to make you aware of that. And if there's some interest in that, I'd be glad to speak with anyone.
Have you met our financial, Mr. Wheeler?
No, I haven't.
Okay. Well, maybe that would be the first step, I guess. Y'all could exchange phone numbers and you can speak with him and then come back with us, I guess.
Yeah, okay.
Okay?
All right.
I appreciate you coming.
Yeah, you bet.
Anyone else have questions for him? Move to the mayor.
I have nothing to
Mr. Dodd?
Yeah, I'd like to send out a thank you for Josh Little. He worked real hard on getting the Publix grocery store and that shopping center in Scottsboro, and along with Mayor McCamey and the previous mayor, Robin Shelton. I know this all started about 4 or 5 years ago, 6 years ago. So, and I know there was a lot of hurdles and obstacles in the way, and Josh was kind of the go-to guy to get over those obstacles. That's all I have.
Thank you. Ms. Dodd?
I don't have anything tonight.
Thank you. Mr. Ashton?
This is just something that I was made aware of this week. I talked to one of the local merchants around the square, and I asked how their business was with First Monday, as First Monday is geared up and really doing well. And she said it really does her business good. Her business goes up considerably on First Monday, on the Saturday, First Monday events. So it's a good thing. Thank you, Kate.
You're welcome.
That's all I have.
Mr. Stewart?
I don't have anything tonight, just think everyone's coming.
Thank you. I also would like to echo Mr. Dahl said, there's 6 years of planning and former council, former mayor, this council, this mayor, there's a lot of work was done to make that happen, and I appreciate everybody's hard work. I also need to read this in, going along with White. I need to request the mayor and clerk to post a notice of a public hearing on March 22nd to address the ordinance and public financing agreement between the city and White Development. So we can get that done and get moving. And I have nothing else tonight, so I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll make that motion.
Do I have a second?
I second.
All in favor? Say aye. Any opposed? We're adjourned.